So I looked up at her and I'm like, and if I don't? What are you gonna do? Sis goes, flick to my nose. Listen to me.
What going on, cousin? What going on, cousin? What going on, cousin?
All right, so here we are at my third or fourth attempt at creating and maintaining a YouTube channel. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Latonya, better known as LatonyaTropicana. I have had several attempts at this YouTube thing. It was just for a myriad of different reasons as to why they didn't work out. I think my first one was in 2009 actually, and that was a nightmare. It was my older cousin and I, and we just made videos for sport. I'll insert a clip here.
I was a boy telling me that the girl gone wild when I stepped on stage and your boy crack a smile.
Yeah, that didn't work out because we were just young. We were no more than 11. We were just dancing and making funny videos. Yeah, my second attempt was with my best friend and her cousin, and this garnered a lot of attention as well. I don't know why, but we thought it would be funny to create skits emulating the very essence and personalities of our teachers. Obviously, looking back, it wasn't funny, but we were just kids and we didn't know that it was something bad. Tell me why our parents got cease and desist letters from the teachers. We literally had to stop making these videos and we had to delete the entire account, and we got in trouble at school. So then my last attempt was around 2016. What happened was, I am a perfectionist, so I felt like the content that I had wasn't really cutting it for me, and I actually knew what I wanted my content to look like. I didn't really have the equipment, I didn't have the editing software, I didn't have pretty much anything that I really needed. Yeah, and then my grandmother got really sick and that sent me into a depression, so everything just completely stopped. Here I am again. Hopefully this is the last time, being a perfectionist and being overly fastidious, and hopefully this is my most successful attempt at YouTube, and I hope that this is a new journey that I can welcome you guys in with, and we can embark on this together. Being that I knew that I was coming back and the bullying worked and all the persuasion, it worked, I went onto Instagram, which is LatonyaTropicana. Follow me if you're not. I asked my Instagram family a few questions, and I asked them something along the lines of like, what is it that you would like to see of me? What kind of content would you like me to produce? Something like that. So I've written down the questions and I have them here on my laptop, so if you see me looking to the side, that's just what I'm doing. The first question: what is your relationship status?
Next caller! Next caller! Next caller!
What is your skincare routine? I don't really do much at all. I wash my face with Cetaphil facial cleanser, and then I cream my skin with the Cetaphil lotion, and that's literally it. Who and what is your biggest keepback? My biggest keepback is definitely myself. The reason being, I am highly over analytical of myself. I have a standard that I've set for myself, and when I don't meet that standard, I'm very hard on myself. I give the best advice and I can't take it for myself. That's another thing. What is your favorite pastime? My favorite pastime is definitely going to the beach. There's just something about the water that brings me peace. My grandmother and my mother and generations before my grandmother used the beach as a means of solace. And then I remember my grandma taking me to the beach anytime I was sad, and it stuck with me throughout my entire adulthood. Who is your celebrity crush? Idris Elba, Damson Idris, and of course Kofi. Like, who doesn't love Kofi?
Okay, let's not forget my favorite actor, Johnny Depp, and Jason Momoa. Listen, I will let this man, and he has a perfect name as Aquaman because the way.
Any plans on marriage and kids? Most definitely, I do want to get married and I do want to have kids in the future. I can't wait to be able to pass down all the knowledge and the family traditions that were bestowed upon me when I was a kid to my children. What is your favorite food? That's easy. I am an island girl.
Cause I'm an island boy. Oh, I'm an island boy.
And the part of the island that I live in and that I grew up in, we're known to be the countryside and the fishing village. So honey, I could eat fish all day, every day. I don't know what it's called anywhere else in the world, but a jack is a fish. Jacks and rice and peas. I am about to drool right now. On jacks and provisions, chef's kiss.
The flavor. Oh my god.
Have you ever been in love? Oh, I think we can all say that we've been in love at some point in our life, you know. I just think that your idea or your perception of love changes or advances as you get older or as you get more experience with other people or with that person, you know. So I think I've been in love, yeah, in every stage of my life. Now looking back, it's probably like, that wasn't love, girl, that was a little crush. But back then, no one could have told me anything about my little booze. Okay, I was in love, I was madly in love, and that was about to be my husband. But yeah, I think I have been in love before. I definitely have been in love before. Would you say that you are more of an introvert or an extrovert? That's a great question. I think that I am a little bit of both. I used to regard myself as an extrovert. Then as I got older, I realized that I was an ambivert, which is somewhere between. But now I can easily say that I am more of an introverted extrovert, if that makes sense. I love being in my own space, but when I do go out, I have a great time. Because I know it probably won't happen again for the next couple months. Are you a morning or night person? Definitely a night person. I don't like mornings, but I dated someone that was a morning person. They literally made it a habit of waking me up very early in the morning and go for walks, and we used to do things like go to the beach and watch the sunrise. Oh my god, beautiful. So I am definitely still a night person, but I've been able to see other new horizons.
Nobody asked.
What kind of kid were you growing up? I think I was the same way that I am now. I had a very explosive personality, but then I still had a very introverted side. I was always in a book, always reading, always asking questions. But then I was like a little diva. I was always dancing around the place, singing around the place, you know. Like I said, I was advanced and I really had a smart mouth. I was in probably grade 3. I was about 8 years old. We were standing outside of a classroom, right? And sometimes the older kids would come in to help our teachers with the younger kids. So I remember this girl, she was like standing behind the line. I was in the back of the line because my last name starts with an M. I was looking around for my friend because if you're late for school, you run the risk of losing a gold star. And I'm not about to let my friend lose a gold star because I had her back. Like, we are golden noodles. Like, so I'm looking for my friend to make sure that she gets in the line before we get to the class. Sis, the The older girl, she was in like grade 6. And I'm like yay tall and she's up here, you know? So she's looking down at me, she's like, turn around. And I'm like looking past her like, where's my friend? I don't want her to lose a star. She goes, look forward. So now I'm like, okay, she's not only trying to, you know, enforce her authority here, but she's not being rude to me. Who are you talking to like that? So I looked up at her and I'm like, and if I don't, what are you gonna do? Sis goes, flick to my nose. Listen to me. It's funny now, but I was pissed because how dare you touch me? Unhand me. Do you guys see the size of my nose? There's barely anything here, okay? So imagine how small this was when I was in grade 3, when I was 8. My nose was so small and she flicked it so hard. So guess what I did? My little badass looked up and I slapped her. I slapped her in her face. I took my little ass to the principal's office. Like I was running. I was pelting it. I was running because obviously I'm small and she would have like whooped my butt. So, you know, listen, she is chasing after me, you know. I get to the principal's office and I'm like, how can I use this to my advantage? And I start crying because you want to beat me up. I'm gonna get you in trouble. And I'm telling the principal, I'm like, oh, she hit me. For the principal to see me in the office, she's confused because what are you doing here? Good noodle. Because that's what I was. And she got dealt with. Don't try to assert your authority with me.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Okay, so we're back because my camera battery died. I am now using my iPhone and hopefully the quality didn't depreciate.
Girl, it did. It definitely did.
Do you have any memorable scars? Yes, I have a few. Let me just make sure I ain't ashy. But so there's this one scar. I don't know if you guys can see it right here. This one scar. It's like a circle. Yeah. I got this scar in primary school. And we were all on break, I think, on the basketball court. This guy liked me. He was telling me, you know, he wants to be my boyfriend. You know, play. And I was just like, I don't like you like that. Because I didn't like him. I liked his cousin, actually.
Them gyal are wicked, them wicked.
And he got mad and he shoved me down. Mind you, I just said that we are on a basketball court. Concrete floor, okay? Cement. And when he pushed me, I kid you not, I was skating for about 10 seconds. And when I looked at my elbow, like when I turned over and I looked at my elbow, white flesh. It was like big. That was my first encounter with a man that can't take rejection. Listen, it starts from a very young age, you know. Teach your sons to accept rejection from early. Shit me up. My second memorable scar is right here, my eyebrow. When I was younger, my little cousin and I were picking sea grapes. And these grapes were on the sea rocks. So sea rocks are very, very pointy. And we weren't supposed to be out there, but it was across the road from our grandma's house. Like my grandma lived right next to the ocean, but it was like a cliff. So we were on the cliff looking for sea grapes. Very dangerous for two young kids. And my older cousin came over and she was, you know, like yelling our names. Travel! LaTonya! So now we're in trouble because we're not supposed to be there. So my little cousin takes it, he runs. And when he's running, he hits into me. And when he hits into me with my two left feet, I fell and my head hit on the rock. Now he's crying because he's seeing blood dripping down my face. I'm crying because I'm in pain. I'm seeing blood. And now my cousin is all freaked out because she was supposed to be watching us.
and she's gonna get in trouble. So it was like a hierarchy. My last scar would be the one that's in my pelvic area. Now, this scar is significant to me because it saved my life and my chances at creating a life of my own. What do you like the most about Anguilla? My favorite thing about the islands has to be the beaches. Is that a mosquito? Our beaches are just unmatched. What is your least favorite thing about Anguilla? I think I can't catch it. Our tendency to believe rumors, or how quickly rumors spread here in Anguilla. Something can happen today, and in 2 minutes, you have about 5 different stories. Caught it. How old were you when you went to your first party? What was it like? Oh boy. My first party was so embarrassing. Yeah, I was about 17. I think we were just about to finish high school. I remember there was this place called Next Level, and there was this band that was playing there, and all of my friends were going. I have a really, really, really strict mom. Those that know me know my mom, okay? I couldn't really go out much because, you know, she was like, the dangers of outside, and why you want to go on the road and get an event? I remember begging my mom to go to this party, and I finally got to go. So I remember I had on this nice little purple romper with my gold heels. Wait, no, is that a plunger? Oh my god.
Yeah. I look good. Yeah. I sexy. Yeah. I clean. My shape nice. It's all about me.
Yes, goody. I feel like I looked hot. I thought I was the shit. And as soon as I got upstairs, some older kids that I was friends with were at the party. I knew them from high school, but they already graduated and whatnot. So they saw me there, and mind you, they know that I don't ever go anywhere. They know how my mom was. So they were like, Ayalad! Ayalad is an expression in Anguilla. They were like, Ayalad, are you? Tonya, find her legs! What they were saying was, I didn't have legs before because I couldn't go anywhere. They made a spectacle of it. We got there probably like after 9, 10 o'clock. My mom is ringing on my phone at 11.
Really, nigga?
I'm not answering because I know she's gonna tell me to come home. My mom goes to call every single one of my friends that she knows that I was with. She yells at every single one of them. And she's like, tell Tonya to get her little ass home. When I tell you I was so embarrassed, like, why would you do that? Oh my god. Yeah, I had to beg one of my older friends to take me home. So I couldn't stay for the entirety of the party. I had to go home at 11:30. If someone put a gun to your head and told you to rap a song word for word, what would it be? Let me get it together. It definitely would be Juicy by Biggie. It was all a dream. I used to read What Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in a limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic, Molly Mall.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I mean, like, that was really good, though. Don't lie. Don't lie. You know, you can call me Tiny Smalls. It's okay. It's okay. You know, it's okay. What are your favorite songs? I have a few favorite songs, but off the top of my head right now, By Your Side by Sade. Think I'll leave your side, baby. Sweet Lover by Justin Azuka. Never Stop Loving You by Charles Augenia Cameron. I never, 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 never stop loving you. I never stop loving you. If you've ever seen Love Jones, the club scene, that is a song that's playing, and I am in love. King City by Majid Jordan. If This Walls Were Mine by Luther Vandross and Cheryl Lynn. I love, love, love that song. Just to name a few, but I have a very diverse music taste. But yeah, I will be calling you guys my family and my cousins. This stems from the part of the island that I'm from. Like I said, it's the country, and we greet everyone like, hey cuz, what going on cousin, what going on cuz, what you saying cousin, you know? Because I feel like this is like my little community, my little family, so yeah. But I'm very excited to share my platforms that I've been working on. COVID really put a damper on everything and put everything on pause, but I'm so happy with the many things that I have planned. Yeah, so I think that's it for the video. I am very tired, very hungry. This ring light is messing with my eyes right now. Leave a comment below about an idea for the next video, things that you want to see from me. Do all the good stuff, like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell their uncle, their sister to like and share and subscribe to LatonyaTropicana, because I am here and I am trying to be here to stay this time. Please hold me to it. So that brings us to the conclusion of this video. I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys look forward to seeing more from me. Anyway, I'm out. We busting out some hair outside.